Time for a victory. That's the first turnover of the day for either team.
Thurman Thomas could go. Touchdown.
The top three greatest running backs of the 1990s. Let's go. Number 3 on my list is Terrell Davis, Denver Broncos legend and Hall of Famer, known for his elite vision in the Broncos' zone rushing attack. He essentially made the toss play famous and spent 7 seasons in the big leagues, short-lived but productive as ever. In the 1995 draft, Denver took him in the 6th round out of Georgia, a true draft steal. He finished his career with 7,607 yards on the ground and 60 touchdowns. A 3-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, 2-time Offensive Player of the Year. Super Bowl MVP in 1998, helped to get John Elway and the Broncos over that Super Bowl hump. They had lost 3 in the 1980s. Then they went back-to-back in 98, 99, and Davis was pivotal in them doing so. He also finished as the MVP in the regular season in 98, becoming just the 4th running back in NFL history to rush for 2,000 yards on the ground. Barry did it the year before. He finished with 2,008 yards and 21 touchdowns. He holds the record for the most rushing touchdowns in a single postseason with 8, done in 1997, and the record for the most consecutive 100-yard rushing games in the postseason with 7 straight through the 97 and 98 postseason run. Unfortunately, his career was derailed by a devastating knee injury in 99, and he finished his last 3 seasons playing in just 17 games. Slotting in at number 2 on my list is none other than the beloved Barry Sanders, a guy with pure class. He'd hand the ball straight to the official after busting off a crazy touchdown run, taken 3rd overall in the 1988 draft at Oklahoma State to the Detroit Lions. He spent 10 years with them, sliding in at 5'8", 203 pounds. Barry used his elusivity and his agility to break around the edge and beat defenders in open space. He actually made running backwards work as one of the most elusive and explosive runners in NFL history. He finished with 15,269 rushing yards, which is good for the 4th most all-time, 10th in rushing touchdowns with 99, 2nd all-time in rushing yards per game with 99.8, second to only Jim Brown. He was a Pro Bowler in all 10 seasons in the big leagues and a 6-time All-Pro. He was a co-MVP with Brett Favre in 1997, rushing for 2,053 yards at the time, becoming just the 3rd running back in NFL history to rush for 2,000 in a season. Barry retired in 1999, and it was revealed in the recent documentary due to a loss of motivation and drive to be the best. And why wouldn't he lose motivation when the Lions make the playoffs just 5 times in his career and they get bounced in the 1st round in 4 out of those 5 times? Nonetheless, Barry is one of the greatest to ever do it. The best running back of the 1990s on my list is Dallas Cowboys great and Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith, taken 17th overall in the 1st round of the 1990 draft out of Florida. He was the Offensive Rookie of the Year that year, but Emmitt was known for his wear down the defense type of style, get 4 or 5 yards a pop. Also, he had great vision, just like Terrell Davis did, in diagnosing which hole to hit, and ran with great power as well behind Larry Allen and Nate Newton, 2 of the greatest offensive linemen of all time on that 90 squad. They won 3 Super Bowls in 4 seasons from 1992 to 1995. Emmitt was the Super Bowl MVP in 1993 when they won Super Bowl 28 against the Buffalo Bills. He was also the league MVP in 93, rushing for 1,486 yards and 9 touchdowns. He finished his career with the most rushing touchdowns in NFL history with 164 and the most rushing yards in NFL history with 18,355 yards. To cap it off, the man rushed for 1,000 yards 11 straight seasons. He would have had 12, but he missed the mark by just 25 yards in 2002.